Oh, I don't have my mic. Hey, everybody. We're going to do another weekly review here. This is for this Sunday will be the 20th. So, yeah, as always, remember that none of this is meant to be hurtful or harmful or mean in any way. It's all meant to be helpful and help us get better together. And let's get going. All right, let's go to section A. I don't understand why it does defaults to just one thing every single time I do this. All right, we want to section A and start at 554. I will say, overall, the service was pretty solid. We just have a couple of things to tweak here. 554. So let's take a look. Camera 2. So this is a pretty good shot. I like that we have Andy in the third here, and we have kind of a medium shot of him. The only thing that we really do need here is that I would like to see a little bit more of what he's doing on the bass. Like, we only see part of it, and his left hand doesn't move quite as much as his right hand will because he's playing it. So we want to see a little bit more of that. So maybe zoom in a little bit, either get him like right there, move him over a little bit. Yeah. So 805. All right, so yeah, I use this shot. I like this shot a lot. The thing is, right now, the person in focus is the subject of the shot. So, and in this case, it's me. So, what we would probably need to do is if earlier I used the shot where Kelly was in the third here, and that felt really good. If we're gonna do this, we would need to move me over here a little bit more. So maybe you might want to take a step to the left and get a little bit more of a perspective shot with Kelly in it, and then me in focus. It wouldn't need to be an extreme angle, but moving me to the left a little bit to get me in that third there. 11, 20. Oh yeah. I remember this. So right here, keep watching camera 2. Nope, no, that's not what it is. What's going on here? Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Okay. Let's go back over here. Yeah, okay. So watch camera 2 here. So we got Andy there. So camera 2 knew that Kelly was going to be joining in on harmony right there. That is awesome. Awesome situational awareness and just getting to her. So because I'm pretty sure I switched right to her as soon as the camera shot was ready. Yeah. And it feels so good to give the brain context as things are happening. So we hear that second harmony, and then we have then we have the visual representation. In this case, Kelly singing that harmony. It's great. So great job. All right, 1402. camera 3. Okay. Right here. This is a great shot. It feels a little bit too centered. So maybe, oh, doggone it. Just a little bit more to the right here. If we take a look at the thirds here on that shot specifically, like I'm in that third, but I'm closer to the center. I would maybe like it over just a little bit more. Again, because I'm not really speaking to the camera. I mean, even like that with part of my eye in that third right there would be great. Man, my nose is itchy. Why is it itchy? I'm an itchy kind of guy. Yeah. Otherwise, this is a good shot. I like it. All right, let's move on to section C. Okay, it started out at 9:39. All right, so let's take a look at camera 5. That one's right here. So it's a little bit shaky, and this happens a couple of other times with this specific camera. So I'm wondering if the lenses got mixed up while we were doing whatever in between the sermon and music. If possibly the non-stabilized lens ended up on the monopod there, because it does happen a couple other times. And if that was the case, camera 5, you did a fantastic job at holding things steady, as steady as you could. When you have a non-stabilized lens, it always feels like whoever is videoing has had far too much caffeine. All right, let's go to 10:01. Camera 2. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look here. So Kira is way too far to the left there. So we would for sure want her. Come on, you dumb thing. She would need to be. At the very least, she would need to be here. So she's in that third. I would prefer it probably right around there. But yeah. Okay, 11:03. Okay, so this is the worship leader cam. It feels this shot feels a little bit crowded. I used it because it's a good shot, but it does feel a little crowded to me. I'm probably a little bit far to the right there. Like if we could move me over just a little bit there, and maybe take a tiny step to the left, so it feels a little bit cleaner of a shot. 11:32. All right, so let's take a look at what happens right around this time here. Got 1, 2, 3 cameras all moving at the same time. This is the shadow camera, but that's as the editor, it puts me in a little bit of a pickle sometimes when we have all three cameras moving at the same time. Because right now everyone's finding their shot, still adjusting, and now all three. So, by the way, camera, this camera did a good job at correcting the third there. Yeah, that's great, by the way. So just be aware when you guys are moving. This doesn't happen very often anymore, but always make sure that you guys are looking up before you move to another spot. All right, 12:03. Camera 5. Yeah, I use this shot. I love this shot. And again, I'm almost positive that the non-stabilized lens ended up on camera 5 here. I still use that shot because I really like it. It felt very frame within a frame. And Eric is always moving. He's always fun to watch. So I used him there. 13:08. Oh. Okay. All right, so right here, we're looking at me again. I'm sorry. Moving me over to the left just a little bit would be the most helpful here. I know I'm a wide dude, but coming over to maybe even right there would be better. Remember, we want it 75% clean. So, at the very least. But this feels a little bit too far to the right here. Especially since you were, I'm pretty sure you stayed there for a little while. Yeah. If you watch right there, we stayed there for a little while, and that'd be fine if it was a little bit more of a basic composed shot where I was closer to that third with my face kind of in there. 13:36. All right, so let's get back there. Because I use this shot. And so right now this shot has Andy in focus right in the back there. And this shot feels a little bit confused because it feels it doesn't feel, it feels like we're trying to get a wide shot, and we kind of Andy feels a little bit like he shouldn't be the one in focus with the three of us up front, and I use that shot, but I would have preferred, especially if we were gonna focus on Andy, I would have preferred something probably a little bit more like this. And it doesn't look like he's in focus there because we zoomed in all the way. But yeah, moving Andy even right there and taking a step to the right if we want to get Andy. Otherwise, possibly, I would say put me in focus and then move me right there, or we put Kira in focus, and we move her right there and up a little bit, or zoom in a little bit. That is all the wrong one. Come on, Sam. Maybe zoom in a little bit and get her in there. Yeah. Okay. And then 1414. And that is, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the ending shots here. All right. So, 1430. 1414. All right. So, Joel is talking directly to the camera, and we've talked about this a couple of times. If the person on camera is speaking directly to the camera, it does feel unbalanced when they're not dead center, or at least mostly center, because immediately me just moving it over feels better. So yeah. So let's turn out the third here. And then, so right now he's on the right, and there's all that negative space there. Moving him to just there feels a lot more composed, and it feels a lot more like he's talking to you and not just like talking at you. And that's the goal of that center placement in the frame. Right here on camera 2, this is an all right shot, but it'd be great if you were a little bit, if you were. That sounds so accusatory. That is not my intent. I would take a step to the left so you get a little bit more of a straight on shot, and then move him to the right just a little bit to keep him in that third there. And yeah, even right there feels a little bit better, but a little bit more of a straight up, no, telling me. A little bit more of a straight on shot, so he feels more of the frame, so it feels a little less empty. And I believe that is all I have for you guys today. Great job, everybody. A couple of these feel really nitpicky, and that's because I'm running out of things to critique you guys on. So you guys are awesome. You're doing great. I love working with you. You are all wonderful people. Please continue doing such great work. And I say it every week, and I only say it because I mean it. You guys are awesome. I love working with you. It is an honor to work with you. Love you guys. Peace.